Welcome to Fox Hope Painting and Gaming. My name is Alex, and today we are painting the flesh on this executioner from the Deepcuts Villager set. For this, I'll be using a wet palette, some brushes, and 4 paints. You'll need Bugman's Glow, Flayed One Flesh, and then Fire Slayer Contrast and Contrast Medium. Using pure Bugman's Glow, I used a wet palette to thin it down a tad bit and apply it all over the skin tone. I am not afraid of getting it on anything else, as I will be blocking that in later. So I will continue painting on the skin, and then we will be back in a moment. So here's the executioner. His skin is fully based. I also went ahead and painted everything else, so that way it's easier to recognize his skin tone. So I have my wet palette out, and I'm going to take Bugman's Glow and Flayed One Flesh. The idea is to mix these until I can get my highlight tones that I will like. Now, if you don't want a skin tone this dark, you can replace the Bugman's Glow with any other skin tone. The lighter your base skin tone, the lighter your overall will be. So now we have both paints on the wet palette, and what we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit of the Flayed One Flesh to the Bugman's Glow to start lightening it up. This way you can limit your color palette to just a couple of paints to get a full range of different highlights that you'll need for the skin tone. Alright, now that we have my first color choice, I start applying highlights over any of the major surfaces that are raised. This will be some of the muscles in his belly, and of course all the muscles in his arm. Now, since I have his leather piece already painted, I am just taking my time and going around picking out all his muscles. If you miss some, that's fine, or if you bleed some into the crevices, don't worry, this is just our first highlight. We'll be going through with a few more. Alright, so the first highlight's done, so we're going to go through a second. All I did was add some more Flayed One Flesh, and then I'm going to be a little bit lighter on this application. As you can see, there's a couple times I'll do like a stipple motion. This is to add a little bit of texture to the skin. When I do more and more highlights, I do this motion rather than using broad brush strokes, and sometimes that seems a bit messy and fake. So again, take your time. We're going to go through and we're going to enrich the highlights. This is the last highlight. Again, just do like a small stipple motion. I'm not trying to cover a huge variety of locations. I'm just trying to find the most prominent locations to make it stand out. So again, just stipple across where you want the highlight, and we'll move on to the next step. So for the next step, I added 3 drops of medium to 1 drop of the skin wash, and we're going to just apply this all over the model. By doing this, it acts like a very thin down glaze, which we will use to enrich the depths and bring all the skin tones together. Once this is done, I will finish up the miniature completely, and I will show you pictures of what the skin tone looks like. But before I do, thank you for watching. If you like this type of content, please like and subscribe. If you want to see more, comment below on what you would like to see happen. Until then, happy wargaming.